Hey there YouTube, this is Vargas XX78 with another Tales from the Vargas Vault. In this occasion, I wanted to share with you guys another comic book collection. And this time I want to talk about Elektra. Elektra is a character created by Frank Miller. She first appeared in Daredevil 168 around 81. And she was introduced as the love interest for Matt Murdock when he was in his school days. It was instant love. They both fell very deeply for each other. But like any good Greek tragedy, her dad was an ambassador. So when terrorists came in and abducted the dad, Daredevil went in and tried to save them. But the police accidentally ended up shooting Elektra's dad, so they killed him. Elektra vowed revenge, but to do that, she decided to go and train. She ended up as a disciple of Stick and the Chaste, but things didn't work out there, and she ended up with the Hand. The Hand, of course, is the evil ninja organization that's a top villain for Wolverine and Daredevil. So they corrupted her, and she ended up returning to New York as an assassin, working as an assassin for Wilson Fisk, which of course put her in direct conflict with Daredevil. So the concept of Elektra, I always thought she's totally badass. She's like the best assassin in the Marvel universe. There's no job that she won't do that she will fulfill. So I wanted to talk about my Elektra collection, and what I have here is a comic book called the Electro Magazine. And this is a magazine-style format book, 2 issues that collect the Elektra saga. It explains her origins and has a few stories here and there. But I wanted to share with you the cover, which I really, really like. So that's Electra Magazine number 1. And here we have Electra Magazine number 2. And this has some more Daredevil stories, but it also contains the death of Elektra, which is a big, big moment in comic books history, where she's fighting off Bullseye, and then Bullseye beats Elektra and ends up stabbing her with her own sai. So that's a big, big thing in comic books, the death of Elektra. And it's something that they recreated in the Daredevil movie. I know a lot of people don't like the Daredevil movie. I liked it. But yeah, big scene here, and it collects those issues leading up to and concluding with the death of Elektra. So really, really good. If you have a chance to find these, I found it at Comic-Con, but definitely you should give them a look-see. Then I have this Elektra miniseries called Elektra, Root of Evil, which explains a little bit more of Elektra's history. What I like most is the art by McDaniel. He did work on Batman, and I think he did a run on Superman. But I like his artwork. So, and in this storyline, they reveal an old ninja flame from Elektra that's trying to kill someone, and Elektra is trying to stop them. But here we have issue 2. Root of Evil issue 3. And Root of Evil issue 4. Now, I also have here this Electro Flashback -1 issue. Marvel did this thing where they told these sort of origin stories for their characters in these -1 issues. They took a look back. They actually had a really cool introduction by Stan Lee. But this one basically tells the story of what happened after Elektra's dad got killed and how she was trying to get revenge on the cops who killed her father. So then, in one of the Wolverine issues, after he was abducted by Cable's son, he was going to turn Wolverine into a Horseman of Apocalypse and rebond the adamantium to him. Wolverine rejected the adamantium, killed Cable's son, and he was stuck in this feral state. So Elektra got tasked into finding Wolverine and helping him regain his humanity. Out of that, the Wolverine issues, she got her own series, and this is the first issue of that series, Elektra #1. Wolverine does even make a guest appearance here, and she gets a job as a dancer, and she's trying to, find her own way in the world. But by the end of the issue, Bullseye comes looking for her for, a rematch, which happens in issue 2. So this is the big rematch between Elektra and Bullseye, but Elektra gets the upper hand and ends up defeating Bullseye. And these are the only 2 issues I have of that collection. Then Brian Michael Bendis, who wrote, Ultimate Spider-Man and ended up writing New Avengers, decided to take a crack at Elektra. And in this one, he brought back the assassin trait of her. She was this international assassin, but in this series, or the first issues of the series, S.H.I.E.L.D. actually contracts Elektra to take down a political leader in Afghanistan, or, somewhere in the Middle East, to steal back and retrieve a mystical object that the guy had. But I really liked the artwork. It was done by Chuck Austin, who I think did King of the Hill. And I like what Bendis... That's the thing about Brian Michael Bendis. When he first started writing for Marvel, he did some really awesome stuff, like his run on Elektra. Then he got all, all weird on me. But this run is pretty cool. So, this is Elektra #1. Elektra #2. Elektra #3. The other thing I really love about this series is the artwork for the covers. I've really thought about just taking this book and framing it because it's really, really cool. But that's #3. Another awesome one, #4. #5. #6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. Also a really, really cool cover. 14. 15. 16. 17. And by these issues, Greg Rucka had actually started writing the book, and his run was also really, really epic. What he tried to do is basically lead Elektra down the path of redemption. You know, and he was trying to bring out the best in Elektra, which is something that she's always had a conflict with, to whether continue being an assassin or actually try to be a force of good. And this is issue 19. 20. 21. 22. Another really, really good cover. 23. 24. 25. 26. Another epic cover. 27. 28. I still don't know if that's a model or if it's painted, but also cool. 29. And this one, I don't know if you can tell, but they wanted to make her look like Jennifer Garner, but still pretty cool. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. And the last issue of the series, 35, where she re-meets with Daredevil. So after this series, Elektra was kind of forgotten, and she appeared later on New Avengers, but it was revealed that she was a Skrull. So when they came back during the Dark Reign, they gave Elektra her miniseries. Everyone is now trying to track down Elektra because she has all these secrets that she doesn't remember. They want to know, up to what point Elektra was her and when she got replaced by the Skrull. But a really, really cool miniseries, really, really violent. The artwork is really cool. So this is issue 1. Issue 2. And in this one, she has another rematch with Daredevil. Another rematch with Bullseye. Bullseye just really, really, really wants to get rid of Elektra. And then in issue 4, she meets up with Wolverine. Because like I said, Elektra helped Wolverine when he was old feral. So he's trying to repay the favor, and he saves her from Hammer. And last issue, issue 5. Really good miniseries. And the last Elektra books I have are these Elektra and Wolverine the Redeemer book series. It was written by Greg Rucka, but the artwork is done by Yoshitaka Amano, who did artwork for Vampire Hunter D and a lot of the Final Fantasy games. This isn't really a comic book or even a graphic novel. It's more like a book. It's written completely in text, and in between some pages they have, artwork by Amano. But it's still pretty cool. The storyline is pretty awesome, and what little pages they did put in from Amano are really awesome. And this is issue 2. And lastly, issue 3. So yeah, Elektra, like I said, a really interesting character. Really like it. When handled right, Elektra is pretty epic. I know she appeared recently during the Shadowland crossover, and I'm pretty sure she's now part of the Heroes for Hire, which I don't think fits the character that much, but all in all, really awesome character, one of Frank Miller's best creations. And if you have a chance to pick up any of these books, definitely do so. I would recommend the first issues of Brian Michael Bendis' run, and then if you can, especially if you're a video game fan, the Redeemer crossover. That one was pretty good too. So, yeah, that's my collection, guys. Like always, thanks so much for watching. And until I see you again, this is Vargas XX78, closing the vault and signing off.